Robert Drury back again on my quest to get to 2200. I am currently 2172, and let's see if we can get a 10-minute online game. Okay, let's do our search. And we're taking a minute. Okay, opponent 2256. And looks like he has beaten me twice. He starts off with d4, which is technically when I play b6, we get an English defense. If he plays c4, then it'll be an English opening. Usually they'll play the e-pawn up. He plays the e-pawn, I'll play the bishop. If he plays the knight, I go e6. And we go e6. And now we have the potential to come out here and pin the knight. If he brings the other knight around, okay, so he didn't bring the other knight around, but I can still continue with a typical Hippo setup because it looks like, well, he can still bring here and push. Okay. Normally I would, yeah, let's play the knight. Let's just go with the normal typical Hippo setup. I would assume he's going to bring his, didn't do it. All right, let's bring our knight around. And, in a second, we will push over here. Let's go ahead and push. And we'll just, he drops back, and we will give it a moment. We will come this way, bishop out, and we'll reserve this opportunity to push. All right, he's going to push down the board here. We will push our pawn. And now we will push the pawn again. He may kind of do this. He could do that. Problem is, right now, if he pushes here, we can take, regardless of which way he takes, we can hit here, then we can hit it again. All right, let's see. It looks like he's going to castle along. We'll bring our bishop around. If he pushes, we push. It looks like we could end up in a game where this opens up real quick. Let's say he pushes. And what do? We take. He takes. We push. If he pushes, we could push. He drops back. Push again. Where's the knight going? Knight would have to drop back. Then we would take the pawn. He could take back. Like I said, this could open up real quick. I would assume he's going to castle long. No, he castles short. Oh, that's interesting. If I push. All right, let's do this. If he takes, I'm pushing. No, I have to. If you, no, look at that. All right, let's go ahead and push. We want to get him off. I want to be able to move this knight away. All right, we're going to castle. If he takes, take. I can come in here, target this, force this knight to stay and defend. Wow, let's see. If I take, takes. Oh, wow, what do we do here? Let's do this. Let's take. He takes. All right, now we're going to push. We're going to push because now I can push this pawn. He takes. I'll do this. He takes. He pushes. Come in here. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see. He could push. All right, now do I take? He takes. Push forward. Or do I just go ahead and push forward? All right, what do I do? I take. He takes. I take. He takes. I take. Let's do this. Let's. But he's got a pass pawn, and that could be problematic. He's going to come in here, give the bishop. Which one's he going to give up? Question is which one do we take? If I come here, he can come in here. I come up here. Let's do that. I don't mind having an opening. I don't want him to be able to push this knight out either. Okay. Let's go here. Threading this. Can't push, I just take it. If he goes here, I could take. All right, where's he going? Look at this, I could go here, then come here. That one. Let's see, is he gonna push? I resigned. All right, we are not gonna play again. We are gonna do a game review. And that puts me up to 2182. And let's just do a quick game review. All right, hit 82.9. He hit 73.1. Tell you what, let's look real quick. I want to see. I played him 3 times and I've basically finally beat him. But let's see what we're looking at. March 22nd, he beat me. And let's see, did I play a Hippo in that game? I would guess I did, but we'll see. Yeah, I played the Hippo. All right, but anyway, let's get back to the game. All right, he played d4. And I played my b6. And here it's called an English defense. If he plays the c pawn, it will become an English opening. I bring my bishop up. And now, if he does play the c pawn, I've got the ability to push d6, bring my knight into d7, and then possibly push the e5 pawn. Okay, he brings the knight. So now when he brings the knight, all right, so when he has e4, d4, and he brings the knight to c3, I push e6, and I always have the potential to bring a knight here and put pressure. And also that allows an attack to open up on the pawn. And then you may have other situations where this knight comes into attack on the pawn. But that's the general idea when you push e6 after the knight push. And he brings his knight. So now I know he's going to have to spend 2 moves to get the bishop push in. Here, the engine actually likes to go ahead and play d5 and basically set the middle or the center of the board into play, or not into play, but you can lock it up. You can already determine what's going to take place. But I played d6. He brings his bishop down, and now I bring my knight to d7, and I'm just continuing with the typical Hippo setup. Now here, I still had the d5 push. I can go a6, but I'm following my Hippo setup. And he brings his bishop down, and I bring my knight out, and at any point I can push this and start kicking that bishop around. All right, he brings his knight around, and right here, that says white has a very slight advantage. Maybe actually it's down. The engine's got it as it's starting to trend a little bit in black's favor. I play a6, push him out. He drops back, and now I've also got the potential to push here, but I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm just going to go ahead with my setup, and now he brings his pawn down. Okay, so we don't want that to push any further without being able to move our pawn to g5. So we have to play h6. That way, if he pushes h5, we can meet it with g5. And he does that. We meet it with g5. And now, at some point, he can push here. I don't see the sacrifice coming in, because sometimes when the knight is on f3, you'll see him sacrifice the piece for the pawns. All right, so I bring my bishop up. He castles short, which kind of surprised me because he's got a big weakness right here. Now, he could push here and shore it up, but I go ahead and I play my pawn in the middle, which looks like it's a mistake. He could just take, and then bishop takes in f4, and it opens things up. So the e5 was a mistake. Hey, but he brings this knight down, and now let's push the b pawn up, get the bishop over, because I'm wanting to be able to move this knight away. Castle. And he brings this knight down. And now this was just a mistake by him. The engine likes either bishop takes or knight takes. And I played knight takes, bishop takes, and then he had to take back. But now this gives me the f pawn push. And now here he needed to drop his bishop. But what he did was he took, but that just allows f4, and I've forked this 2 pieces. All right, he pushed this pawn, and now Indian says f takes g. I don't know, all right, f takes g. What happens if he just takes here? Don't know. Well, I'm going to come back and take a look at that. All right, but I bring my knight up. Still got a -2 advantage. He takes, and now taking with the pawn keeps this pawn in place and does not allow it to push and kick my knight. So I took with the pawn. He brings the knight down, and now I bring up my queen. I'm thinking rook coming here, hitting this, but he resigned. But now let's go back and all right, let's see. Okay, all right, so this is the engine's recommendation is this. And, all right, but what happens if he just takes? If he takes, queen takes, And I don't know. It just, to me, it just doesn't look as, I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, you got 7 pawns to his 7 pawns, and I just don't see it. I don't see it. So what are we looking at here? I mean, let's say he does this to protect that. And queen to f7. I'm hitting this. I suppose you could, at any point, you can hit this. All right, let's say that he drops here. He's going to hit this. Rook at 88. He takes. Oh, I can't because rook takes. He's got to defend. All right, let's say that he... No, I can't do that. All right, so he can't do this. Can't drop here. So he does it. Let's say it brings this bishop down. Bishop takes. Let's say he takes queen takes. Yeah, just take h5. I don't know. It's the engine likes the f pawn taken, but I don't know if a human would play like that. All right, but anyway, I'm up to 2182, and I will see you on the next video.